Hello guys, am I audible at the back? Okay. Good evening everyone. Sorry, good afternoon everyone. मैं जगदीश चलानी हूँ. I have secured 57th rank this time. I am an alumnus of IIT Kharagpur in its biotechnology branch. I am also an alumnus of JNU in political science itself, pol science with international IR, with IR being my optional as well. We'll study social issues over here and आज के हमारे topics होंगे health and education. Okay. Try and note as much as you can. अगर आपको dictations चाहिए, let me know. We'll dictate some material in the class itself. Otherwise, whatever is necessary, I'll dictate them. We'll skip the rest to the understanding portion. Okay? चलिए. चलिए. So under the health section, अच्छा, before that, I'm really sorry for being late right now. I was stuck in traffic. Sorry. Okay, I'll just say it out loud. You can write them. Okay. Don't worry, I'll do that for the whole class as well. चलिए. So under the health section, we'll read some portions. सबसे पहले concept of health. What health is, we'll learn about them. Then the second one is determinants of health. Okay. Third is healthcare in India. We'll see the status of healthcare in India. Both the structure of healthcare in India, the primary, secondary and the tertiary sector. We'll see what are the concerns with these sectors. Then we'll move on to our SDG goal. Then our government initiatives, which are the recent ones, like अभी आयुष्मान भारत चल रहा है. Similarly, earlier it was राष्ट्रीय स्वास्थ्य बीमा योजना in the medical insurance sector. And recently the National Medical Commission Bill is in news and genetic discrimination is in news. Okay, we'll work on this. Chale. Anybody who can define health for us? Very good. That's the WHO's definition of health. Okay, write this out. Health is, पहले बना लिए, note down the structure and then start with the definition. Okay.
So what is it after structure of healthcare?
This part.
Next to it.
SDGs, Sustainable Development Goal. Miscellaneous. कोई बात नहीं, लिख लो लिख लो। ठीक है, हाँ लिख लीजिए, गो फॉर इट। Guys, try and be quick in your approach because there are a lot of topics to be studied and very few time that we have together. So we'll try to cover as much as possible. After health we have education as well. ठीक है? We'll try and be quick in this. चलिए. We'll come to the concept of health. Please note down the concept of health. Okay? The definition as was given by WHO. Health is a state of complete physical, mental and social well-being, and not merely absence of disease or infirmity. Okay, good enough. चलिए, note down after this the determinants of health. Okay, if you any of you have any doubts, do ask them out. उससे पहले ट्राई कीजिएगा कि क्वेश्चन आप पहले फ्रेम कर लें, उसके बाद डायरेक्टली पूछें. ओके, चलिए, we'll move to determinants of health as we are termed by WHO itself. आगे लिख लीजिए. Determinants: first, access to healthcare services. Second, lifestyle choices. And third, personal, family and social relationships. So these are all determinants of health. So first, this access to healthcare services. You have the primary, tertiary or the secondary care that is available in your vicinity. It is affordable, it is accessible. So we have 4 A's or 3 A's primarily and a Q in health. Okay, moral usually. So 3 and a Q is accessible, affordable and available. And the Q is for quality. So whenever we talk, we'll talk about healthcare in any perspective, चाहे वो mental health के लिए हो, even if it is for mental health or women health or health sector in general, we'll talk about 3 A's and 1 Q. Okay, this will, you can easily make some points out of these sub points. चलिए, first is about access to healthcare services. So it needs to be affordable, accessible and available at a reachable moment. क्या आप कभी जाना चाहें तो जा सकें, you can afford them. At the same time, you need quality healthcare. It should not be by a quack or a crook. It should be by a trained medical professional. It should be in the field of specialization that you require, be it allopathic or homeopathic. Okay, so and then there should be a good tertiary setup as well. Right now we have a very lagging primary healthcare system. We'll read about it in detail, but we have a lot of private participation in tertiary healthcare. Cancer treatments, diabetes, right? So what we need is presence of government sector in the tertiary field and presence of more primary healthcare setups. Okay, so these are all that is required within this setup in the healthcare services. Second is lifestyle choices. The more junk or the kind of food that we eat affects our health. That makes the second point. And the third is your family and social relationships. The better social or family relationships you have, the more psychologically stable you are. Last year WHO का 2017 का theme था depression, let's talk. Now, depression is a mental health issue. Okay. So, when you have very unstable family or social relationships, or you have a lot of peer pressure, or you have a lot of family pressure, these things tend to, lead on to depressions. So, for example, the emotional stress that aspirants have in this examination, the kind of emotional stress that family people feel, under the family thing, that they have to take care of a lot of things, sudden responsibilities come up, right? So, ये सारी चीजें अगर stable होती हैं, या फिर if these things are managed, then the kind of health is superior than usual scenario. So these are the determinants of a health. Do I need to elaborate? मतलब like, is it fine with you when I elaborate this? या इन्हें जल्दी जल्दी निकाल सकते हैं हम? पढ़ना मुझे नहीं है. चलिए. ठीक ठीक चलिए. Now, I'll remove these two parts. Before this, I'll move to the network or the structure of healthcare system. हमारे यहाँ hierarchical system होता है. We have a hierarchy of medical institutions, right? So first is the primary sector. Within this primary sector, we have two different institutions. First is the primary health center, and the second is community health center. This is usually for rural areas, and this is for semi-urban, urban areas. Okay. And then there are sub-centers within these. Okay. So you have the primary sector, which it is audible to, it is visible to you, all you, right? So first we have the primary sector, under which there are subgroups of PHCs and CHCs, the primary health centers and community health centers. Recently we have seen a change in the health center format. We will see that under the Ayushman Bharat or the National Health Protection Scheme, we have converted health centers into health and wellness centers. Okay. Under the National Health Protection Scheme, or sorry, National Health Policy of 2017. This is under National Health Policy of 2017. Okay. Now, primary health center is the first level of contact between the citizen and the health center or the healthcare system, right? Under it, write a few points that I'll tell you. According to Alma-Ata Declaration, Alma-Ata According to Alma-Ata Declaration of 1978, primary health care includes first, family planning, second, immunization, third, treatment of common diseases, and fourth, provision of basic essential facilities. What constitutes basic essential facilities? Drinking water, hygienic environment, okay, that kind of stuff. So this is by Alma Ata Declaration. Now write more. After this, the next paragraph, goal of primary healthcare is first to ensure inclusion, to organize healthcare services, second point, to organize healthcare services around needs of individuals. Third, to organize healthcare services around the needs of individuals. ठीक है? Third, ensure community participation. Fourth, ensure community participation. Fourth, training of workforce. And fifth, use of appropriate technology. ठीक है? चलिए. On reference from primary, we go to the secondary sector or the secondary healthcare, and on reference from secondary, we go to the tertiary healthcare. ठीक है? That's the network of healthcare system that we have. इसमें से जो ब्लॉक लेवल पे होता है वो आपके कम्युनिटी हेल्थ सेंटर्स आ जाते हैं प्राइमरी के साथ साथ सेकेंडरी में. ठीक है? और उसके बाद आपके सेकेंडरी प्राइवेट हॉस्पिटल्स वगैरह वगैरह इन्हें कवर कर लेते हैं. ठीक है? चलिए. In the secondary level, there are district hospitals on the second tier after this. The status of healthcare in India. Our next, status of healthcare in India. Okay. I'll rub them out. Okay. I'll remove this. We'll talk about these sections particularly अलग से. Status of healthcare in India. Yeah, go ahead. It is both. It is the kind of services that it provides, the size of the organization that there is. We classify it on basis of the kind of the size of population or the kind of population it serves. Good enough. The kind of services it serves. Like for example, if you have a common cold, okay, or if you want to have a tetanus injection, that's a primary healthcare part. Okay. We saw that there are under primary healthcare there is family planning, there is immunization, there are basic essential services. Those constitute the primary services. When there is an issue beyond that, for example, it's just not a common cold, it's a fever, or not only fever, but it's a cholera or malaria. Then you go for a secondary healthcare where there are specialized personnel for that. Okay. When you have larger kind of diseases which require tertiary healthcare of inpatient services, of admitting the patient, these all constitute the tertiary healthcare. Now, because of the nature of economy that they have, primary healthcare are present more or less in every nook and corner or in usually rural to urban areas all the time. Secondary are more or less usually found in the urban areas, and tertiary in more urban areas like larger urban areas or the hubs in particular states. Okay? So we will find tertiary healthcare in larger cities. That's it. Okay? So last year, status of healthcare in India ke andar, last year Lancet launched a report. Lancet is one of the Lancet, okay. Last year, Lancet, which is a medical journal from London, it's the oldest of medical journals present today. Okay, one of the oldest. Now, और काफी ही माना जाता है इस journal को. It's a good journal. which produces good reports. Now, under the Lancet Journal, it was said that India is one of the poorest performing countries within the BRICS nations. आप लिख लीजिए इसे, मुझे मत देखिए. India is the poorest performing country within the BRICS nations. Okay. Now they also termed that there are several problems in the healthcare sector in India or healthcare in India. Okay. कौन सा पार्ट? आजू बाजू में लोग नहीं है, कोई बात नहीं, बाद में पूछ लो. इधर आके बैठ जाओ मेरे भाई, लिख लो क्या पूछ रहे हो, लिखो. खाना भी खिला दूं चम्मच से? मतलब बच्चे तो हो नहीं यार, जो चीजें बोली जा रही हैं उन्हें सुनो. तो मैं लिखवा तो रहा हूं. अच्छा मैं बहस कर रहा हूं. थैंक यू यार. अकॉर्डिंग टू लैंसेट रिपोर्ट, इंडिया इज poorest performing within the BRICS nations. ठीक है, और धीरे बोलना है तो बता दिया करिए, इट्स नॉट एन इश्यू, मैं धीरे बोल लूंगा. चलिए, प्रॉब्लम ऑफ हेल्थ केयर सेक्टर इन इंडिया. ठीक है, प्रॉब्लम्स लिख लीजिए अच्छे से. प्रॉब्लम्स एसोसिएटेड विथ हेल्थ केयर सिस्टम इन इंडिया. ठीक है, चलो मैं डायरेक्टली पॉइंट्स बोलते जाता हूं, आप लिखते जाइए. जहां पे आपको नहीं समझ में आए मुझसे पूछ लीजिएगा. ठीक है, चलिए. फर्स्ट, हाई आउट ऑफ पॉकेट एक्सपेंडिचर. विद इन दिस यू कैन मेंशन दैट नियरली 70% ऑफ आर आउट ऑफ पॉकेट एक्सपेंडिचर, आई मीन हेल्थ एक्सपेंडिचर इज आउट ऑफ पॉकेट. आउट ऑफ पॉकेट समझते हैं, अपनी जेब से ही पैसा देना होता है. ठीक है, मतलब वी डू नॉट हैव अ क्रेडिबल और गुड हेल्थ इंश्योरेंस सर्विस एज ऑफ प्रेजेंट. ओके, व्हाट अफोर्डेबल? दैट वुड बी अनदर पॉइंट. यस, व्हाई वुड इट बी द सेम? High out of pocket expenditure. Now, out of pocket expenditure for Ambani is also high, it is for a poor person is also high, but the incidence of that pressure out of that out of pocket expenditure is higher on the poor person. Getting the point? ठीक है, जो effect poor person को पड़ेगा वो अंबानी को नहीं पड़ेगा उस out of pocket का. तो high out of pocket expenditure is usually for the entire population is on an average it is 70% in general. Okay, then affordability is another point which will come. ठीक है, चलिए. लो गवर्नमेंट एक्सपेंडिचर. लो गवर्नमेंट एक्सपेंडिचर, वी आर प्लानिंग और आर टारगेट टू मेक गवर्नमेंट एक्सपेंडिचर इज 2.5% ऑफ आवर जीडीपी ऑन हेल्थ. ओके, दैट इज आवर टारगेट. वी आर फार लोअर देन दैट. आई एम नॉट श्योर बट इट इज अराउंड 1.3%. गवर्नमेंट एक्सपेंडिचर होगा जी. 2. दिस इज गवर्नमेंट एक्सपेंडिचर जो जीडीपी के अंदर होगा. वी हैव प्रेजेंटली अ वेरी लो गवर्नमेंट एक्सपेंडिचर. ओके, थर्ड, लैक ऑफ personnel and doctors. Lack of medical personnel and doctors. ठीक है, नेक्स्ट, लो क्वालिटी ऑफ, no ma'am, not that I know of. There may be a data point, but there are a lot of points which, if we have a lot of data points, would be of no point. Yeah, this is a report by Lancet. It is not my own observations. So, because Lancet has said that and it is credible in nature, we can directly quote them. I am avoiding a lot of data points because it was no use. you wouldn't be able to remember it in the examination. ठीक है, चलो. Low quality of workforce. Low quality of workforce. Low expenditure on research and development. Weak primary health care. Yeah, the next one. Next, large unregulated private healthcare. Large unregulated private healthcare. Private healthcare समझते हैं आप? जी, जो गवर्नमेंट ना. Next point. देखिए, one of the point is we have a shortage of personnel and doctors. The second point is we have lack of trained doctors and personnel that there are already. The points are different. Okay. चलिए. Next, lack of promotion of preventive healthcare. You understand what is preventive healthcare? वैक्सीनेशंस. जैसे चोट लग गई, आपने टिटनेस का इंजेक्शन लगवा लिया, ठीक है. कैटरैक्ट वाला जो इशू रहता है, if you treat it at the right time, you wouldn't go blind. So these are preventive health care. So the recommendations, on the other hand, as was after Lancet, we'll see the recommendations as well. The recommendation is include preventive health care in the education system right in the schooling. ठीक है. So if a person is aware about if a kid is aware about the preventive healthcare during the schooling time itself, they'd be better inclined towards understanding the very nuances of healthcare in India. है ना? चलो. Next, fragmented health information system. Fragmented health information system. मैं point explain कर देता हूँ. होता क्या है? Whenever you go for a primary health checkup or any normal health checkup, fragmented. अरे यार, I'm sorry. Oh, आप repeat करना. Fragmented health information system. बता रहा हूँ. Fragmented. ठीक है. Fragmented health information system. चलिए, should I elaborate on this? जी. What happens is, let's first say I go to a doctor. मेरे को हड्डी वड्डी में कहीं चोट लगी या कुछ भी हुआ हो, तो they want a CT scan, they want an MRI or whatever, X-ray. Then if I'm not satisfied with this doctor, I take these reports to the other doctor. He's like, नहीं, हमारे यहाँ से MRI करा लो या हमारे से CT scan करा लो. Second, I have a history of having an injury before at the same place, but that history is not from any of these doctors, so it goes unnoticed. If you have a integrated health information system, an integrated system on the other hand, there would be a common portal, or recently there is a DigiLock portal, right? Under it you have all the certificates that you have. Under the DigiLock you can also save the medical certificates or medical reports that there are. Similarly, if you have an integrated system, you have medical reports. If I go to a doctor or any healthcare professional, they have this setup where they can log in, see my medical history, see my medical reports, see what kind of problems I have faced, see the reports that I have got from the recent one, and deal with the issue directly in hand. It will save time, it will save money, it will save unnecessary hassles. तो ये integrated healthcare system हमारा नहीं है. उल्टा होता क्या है, क्योंकि हमारा fragmented है, the limited number of resources that we have already, they are not being utilized for a lot of population, which may be not necessary for a lot of them. एक जगह से एक्सरे हो गया तो दूसरी जगह से शायद जरूरत ना पड़े, है ना? तो ये जो टाइम आप एक्सरे ले रहे हो कोई किसी और का करवा सकते हैं उसमें. The cost of medical, the bill for medical care would also decrease by this manner. Good enough? चलिए, next. Now the last two are important points which is in news recently. So we have a poor health insurance system. Poor health insurance system. Health insurance system. And last, absence of universal health coverage. ठीक है? Before moving to the suggestions or the way forward for this, let us talk about what is universal health coverage. Anybody can tell me what is universal health coverage? Say again. इसे शॉर्ट में जल्दी जल्दी लिख लीजिए, ठीक है? Write the points. First, it refers to universal health coverage. It refers to first providing health services for all. Providing health services for all. Second, affordable, accountable, and quality health services. Affordable, accountable, and quality health services. Third, along with promotive, मतलब इसी के along with this also promotive, preventive, rehabilitative, and curative care. Okay. So this actually means that there should be there should be an availability of healthcare services across spectrum vertically and horizontally. Good enough? That vertically it should not be biased, or it should not be biased against any caste, creed, religion, whatever. तो इस सब के लिए होना चाहिए, irrespective of the gender, sex, whatever. And horizontally, that every kind of services should be available to any of all age. ठीक है? So the care that is needed should be available to everyone that seeks it. ठीक है? You can include it, yeah. The kind of health services that are provided can all be included under universal health coverage. You need to cover the entire population, or at least the major population that is bereft of the possibilities of health right now. So when you increase the coverage to the vulnerable sections, then you actually achieve the very sense of universal health coverage. अभी presently क्या है? We have a So अभी presently क्या है? We have some vulnerable sections that are unable to avail a lot of health services, right? Like sewer workers, a lot of women in the rural areas, a lot of vulnerable sections based on their caste hierarchies, because the hospital is in a upper caste land. ये बहुत सी चीजें they need to be tackled within India to overcome the very challenges of universal health coverage. If we need to cover the entire population, or at least a chunk of population that is most vulnerable and most needed of this coverage, then we have to work accordingly in that scenario ताकि इसे provide किया जा सके. And these are the three principles that are here. Now what does preventive, curative care means? किसको idea? इनके बारे में पढ़ लीजिएगा, कुछ शब्द हैं. There are few words. Preventive.
Prevention and cure.
Yes ma'am, that is it is. But इसे पढ़ लीजिएगा, मैं आपको कुछ शब्द बता देता हूँ. ये 4 शब्द आपने लिख लिए थे. Geriatric care लिख दीजिए इसके बाद. Just make a box by the side of your page and write all of these words and check them out, okay? Preventive, promotive, रिहैबिलिटेटिव 4 पॉइंट जो अभी आपने लिखे वही सारे हैं. Then there is geriatric care. Geriatric for old ages. What happened? अच्छा. Geriatric care. Check it out. I am not sure if it is the right spelling as well. ठीक है? Geriatric care. Don't worry, just Google it. The care associated with old age. ठीक है? So, whenever you see a question that relates to health problems in any of the vulnerable sections, be it women, be it tribals, be it children, be it persons with disability or old age, you will have all these points that you can write directly. Now, अगर आपको पता है कि UHC के principles क्या हैं, what are the principles of universal health coverage, you can always include these points as your own suggestions in any of these questions. You do not need to mention it is USC. Even if you mention, you have 3 points that you can mention directly. So remember these points so that you can use them in n number of different questions or n number of different concepts. ठीक है? चलिए way forward लीजिए इसके साथ. That if you want to change, like we have said that there are some problems with the healthcare system in India. ठीक है? As Lancet had highlighted. अगर way forward लिखना है, if you want some suggestions to improve the situation or condition of healthcare system in India, what you can do is, जो आपने problems लिखी हैं, उनके कुछ के reversals लिख दीजिए, ठीक है? For example, we have highlighted that there is a less government expenditure on healthcare. So one of the points would be increase the government expenditure by 2.5% as it is highlighted in the National Health Policy of 2017. Similarly, high out-of-pocket expenditure. So the promotion of health insurance, which we see by Ayushman Bharat or National Health Protection Scheme. So write some of the suggestions by inverting the points in these lines, on these lines. ठीक है? So I am skipping that from my side. I'll let you write 2 more points जो इसके बाहर आए. ठीक है? उनको लिख लेते हैं. First, write. These should be the first ones. After that, you can get on with the Lancet ones. ठीक है? सबसे पहले लिखिएगा. Restructuring the healthcare system in India on basis of restructuring the healthcare system in India on basis of and an integrated on the basis of an integrated healthcare provision for all ages. ठीक है? Provision, integrated healthcare provision for all ages. We just talked about fragmented healthcare system. So first we need to restructure it to an integrated system. ठीक है? चलिए. Next, do give a suggestion for universal health coverage in the points that the Lancet had. Then second, एक काम करिए, first वाले point को extend कर दीजिएगा. उसे लिख दीजिए उसके आगे. Built around integrated healthcare. What was the last point? For all ages. Built around, comma, built around primary care, with supportive private participation. ठीक है? One of the issues right now is that we are relying too much on the private players for healthcare services in India. है ना? As he was suggesting that the conditions in a government hospital or the behavior of a lot of the doctors is not up to the mark of a professional in that case. Or plus we have the perception that government hospitals are not trustworthy. We are moving towards private healthcare mode, right? What we need is, we'll talk about Ayushman Bharat maybe. Under the Ayushman Bharat, we are providing health insurance with private players. It would be the first time that any country is trying to provide healthcare with private players. Earlier, or every other country that has provided health insurance was always through government provisioning. Government provisioning समझते हैं? that government subsidizes or government gives you insurance against your injury or whatever it is. ठीक है, तो एक गवर्नमेंट प्रोविजनिंग पहले गवर्नमेंट करती थी, अब हम उसे प्राइवेट प्लेयर्स के साथ कर रहे हैं. ठीक है, दैट वुड बी द फर्स्ट टाइम इन द वर्ल्ड. डू वी गेट द पॉइंट? क्या इलाबोरेट करना हो, समझाना हो तो बता दीजिएगा, इट्स नॉट एन इशू. ठीक है, so the point that I just mentioned, the restructuring of healthcare system, you can actually write these points within the conclusion part, or you can write these as first suggestion in your answers or in your topic listing whenever there is. ठीक है, I am focusing on the questions right now because see, social is an issue, social is a topic, subject sorry. Social एक ऐसा subject है जिसपे you have a lot of information, and you will have a lot of information if not right now, by the end whenever you are giving the examination. ठीक है, you will get a lot of knowledge. The only issue with social is that how to structure that knowledge and how to represent that knowledge or presentation of that knowledge. Okay, so if you notice, the kind of segregation that you have done for health is something that you should do for your answers. आप उन्हें segregate कर सकते हैं. In a way, अगर have you guys been has there been any classes on answer writing, or has any of the teachers been talking about it? चलिए एक दो points हम notice कर लेते हैं answer writing के बारे में, and we'll move forward with the class itself. ठीक है, चलिए देखिए, this examination is really not about how much you study. It is about how much you retain the information and the way you present it. That is it. ठीक है, so it does not matter how many points you remember from how many points you know right now. It remembers how many points you remember at the end of the day and present it in a presentable manner for the examiner. मतलब थाली में बिरयानी वैसे भी रखी जा सकती है, लेकिन उसे सजाना होता है ताकि अच्छा लगे. That is the whole thing. ठीक है, चावल और चिकन सबके पास हो सकता है, तो उसको देखते हैं. कभी भी कोई आंसर होगा, कभी भी कोई क्वेश्चन होगा. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, write a question. The healthcare system in India is facing difficulties of an increased burden by population and a decreased capability to deal with it. Decreased capability to deal with it. Decreased capability to deal with it. In this context, highlight the issues. In this context, highlight the issues ailing our, ailing, A-I-L-I-N-G, ailing our, लिखना है क्या? अच्छा, ailing our healthcare system and measures to improve it. ठीक है, क्वेश्चंस आपको यूजुअली 2 से 3 लाइन के ऐसे ही मिलेंगे. तो ऐसे एक क्वेश्चन को कैसे डील किया जाए? The question says that the healthcare system in India is ailing, or there are problems or difficulties with the healthcare system in India, and we need some measures to deal with these problems. How will you start with your question? Wow. Take your hands up. There are a lot of people. Yeah, sure. Just a second. Just somebody is saying. आप बीच में मत कहिए. Good enough. what it is. मतलब वो तो हमने पढ़ा ही. वही तो we the healthcare system मतलब either you talk about the network of healthcare system in India, right? अरे बिल्कुल कर सकते हैं, मुझे आती है समझ में. मतलब the problems of healthcare system in India, ना? अच्छा, he's saying that we can start with problems of healthcare system in India. What I was thinking was that any of you can come up with a line, an introduction, एक दो line का, so that we can start with it. Good enough. It's a GS answer. ठीक है, first. Whenever you are giving a GS answer, specifically with a social issues oriented, remember that social issues are something that are social in nature, that they ail or affect everyone else, that their potential of, for example, there is a disruption in legislative that does not affect us directly, but healthcare in India affect us directly. है ना? In such issues, I think that if you want to quote any of the quotes, provide it in the conclusion. Do not start with a introduction. Do not start with it in the introduction. बहुत अच्छा नहीं लगता सुनने में जब आप कोई भी आंसर पढ़ो. When I've checked copies, it doesn't really reflect very well, but in the conclusion it looks really good. That you have understood given the points and then given a crux of the points. Now, as you were saying that according to Lancet report, India is one of the most performing countries within the BRICS nations. That's a good introduction. ठीक है? We know that it is not good, and that is established by the Lancet report. It's a trusted journal. So you start with that. Then you start. So we write the introduction. Then we write that what are the issues that are facing our healthcare system, right? Issues facing the healthcare system in India. Okay. Now we have seen 10 to 11 points, but that will not fetch you a lot of marks. The points will, but more important to that, how will you get the marks is when you structure your content. Okay. How will you structure your content? You will write that there are some issues that are facing under several headlines. Okay. So first there is infrastructure issue. Okay. Infrastructural issue. There are institutional issues. There are financial issues. There are technological issues. जी? हाँ, there are regulatory issues as well. Regulatory और educational, मतलब वो actually मैंने institution में ही cover कर लिया education वाला. तो you can write regulatory or you can include it within this. Okay. So whenever you write these, there are infrastructural issues that we have lack of PHCs, the primary health centers, we have lack of facilities in the rural areas. We have a lot of lacks in these cases. ठीक है? Go to something that is Lancet has already showed. Go to institutionals. We have lack of medical. There is not strong medical education system in India right now, right? ये सारी चीजें. We have lack of a medical regulator, a strong medical regulator. We had earlier MCI. Now we are changing it to National Medical Commission because there was an absence of it. Then go for financial, that there is a lack of finance. There is high out of pocket expenditure. All of those points that relate to finance. Then you go for technological, that there is absence of leading technology for tertiary care or secondary care in India. There is absence of basic essential technology or basic essential tech in the primary or secondary healthcare. Write those points within the structures that you fill. When you structure your content, then your content comes out as good. Okay? It is not important, again, how much you know, it is how you present it. Okay? Sorry. चलिए let's continue. Then whenever you write these content, now you come to the suggestions. ठीक है? When you write the suggestions, you can now take a different stand for the suggestions. इसको मिटा दे. Now, when you make the suggestion, you can either adopt the same terminologies which you have structured the content for, or you can use different structures. ठीक है? Getting it? That structure can be that. Now we have seen that there is a hierarchical setup to healthcare structure system in India. So you tell in suggestions, you can either structure it the last time that we have, or in suggestions you can say it at the primary level, at secondary level, at tertiary level, at international level, or at national and international level. So you structure your content accordingly. ठीक है? And within conclusion, you tell that, as he was saying, as a code, that whatever it was, so yeah, a good code. If you know any code, if you do not, then write that with the present scenario, we have now it should be a better, good ending, right? No matter how grave the situation, gravity of the situation should only be presented in the introduction. ठीक है? If we talk about women issues, if we talk about child issues, if we talk about health, show the gravity of the situation in the introduction. कि भाई बहुत खराब चल रहा है माहौल. Conclusion तक आते आते नहीं, लेकिन हम कुछ कर रहे हैं. But several strides have taken, but the government has taken several steps, and the civil society organization are strong, or civil society organization are also making their effort. Then talk about Ayushman Bharat, the National Medical Commission bill in India, National Medical Commission of India bill, ये सारी चीजें. ठीक है? Good enough. So whenever you end, you write it. These would come as conclusions of yours. कि we are making significant progress. Yeah.
Can you compare India to other countries?
You can definitely. For that you need knowledge. मतलब उतनी content बनानी पड़ेगी. See? Depends on what you are comparing it with. For example, I'll tell you about Thailand. So, with Thailand government spends 78.7% of total health expenditure. ठीक है? That is जो total health expenditure होता है, उसमें से government expenditure makes this much percentage. ठीक है? We are very short of that. We are very short of anything. So, that is something that you say universal health coverage. Even you can compare intra-country, intra-nation, that the southern states have already achieved something of the sort of universal health coverage, while the northern it is very poor. You have seen that there were deaths of kids in Gorakhpur and Odisha as well because of the absence of oxygen masks. ठीक है? तो ये कहीं तो हुआ है, यूपी में कहीं. तो ये चीजें हमें दिखाती हैं कि भाई there are significant areas that need improvement. For example, the north and the east India. Then there are areas that have made a lot of progress, which is the southern India. So we can adopt lessons from southern India and implement it here. ठीक है? चलिए. Where were we? So we wrote the suggestion restructuring healthcare system. You can actually write it as a conclusion for this answer as well. You write that within the suggestion that we restructure the content or restructure the healthcare system with public healthcare or the primary healthcare at its focus with private participation in the periphery. Good enough? Tell me what are the government provisions. Acha, what is the SDG for this? Anybody knows SDGs? SDGs याद कैसे कर सकते हैं? मैं उस बारे में डिस्कस करते हैं हम. I'll remove it and we'll come to SDGs. Okay? चलिए. See, there are 17 SDGs and how many goals? 169. ठीक है? Under the 17 SDGs, what is the first one? Zero poverty. ठीक है? The end of all forms of poverty for all age groups. ठीक है? That's your first SDG. Similarly, there are second, third and fourth. So, the way I remembered it was that if you do not have poverty, then you would eat food. So, zero hunger. If you are not hungry, you do not have poverty, then you would be healthy, both psychologically and physically. So, good health is the third one. If you have good health, then you will go for education. ठीक है? So, first the body, then the mind. So, health के बाद education. And if you have good health and good education, you would understand the concept of gender equality. So, fifth one is on gender equality. You can remember it like this. So, we come to the SDG 3, which is on education. Write the text of the SDG 3. इसे लिख लीजिए. This you can use in number of questions on on health whenever there comes. Okay. So, SDG 3 is on health. Sorry, I said education. My mistake. Continue. SDG 3 says, or SDG 3 asks to ensure healthy lives. SDG 3 asks to ensure healthy lives and promote well-being for all ages. Healthy lives and promote well-being for all ages. Okay? Chaliye. Write the targets that are given within the SDG 3. Write them down. First is to decrease MMR, that is maternal mortality rate, to 70 per 1 lakh live births. You know the concept of MMR? Chaliye. To decrease MMR to 70 per 1 lakh live births. ठीक है? By 2030 हैं ये सारे targets. SDGs are targeted against 2030. चलिए. To decrease the neonatal mortality rate to 12. Neonatal क्या होता है? Sorry. Neonatal mortality rate to 12 per 1000. What is neonatal mortality rate? Anybody knows the technical definition of it or technical understanding? देखिए, अच्छा, क्या बोलते हैं, IMR क्या होता है? इन्फेंट और न्यूनेटल में क्या डिफरेंस है? आपस में बात कर लीजिए थोड़ी. अरे हाथ उठा के बोलिए. हाँ. Good, very good. So from 0 to 28 days, it is neonatal. Okay, this. An infant is within 1 year. That is your infant. ठीक है? चलिए. So write the child mortality rate under 5 years of age.
What was 0 to 28?
0 to 28 days. अच्छा, न्यूनेटल मोर्टेलिटी रेट में जो न्यूनेटल का मतलब होता है वो होता है न्यूबॉर्न बेबी विद इन 0 to 28 days. ठीक है? If the death occurs from 0 to 28, from the time of birth to 28 days, it is considered neonatal mortality. ठीक है? Now write the child under 5 years of age mortality rate to 25 per 1000. Child under 5 कैटेगरी होती है एक. चाइल्ड अंडर 5 years, इनकी जो मोर्टालिटी रेट है उसको हमें 28 पे पर 1000 करना है. ठीक है? 25 per 1000 करना है. ठीक है? There are some objectives within these SDG, so write them down. First, universal access to information, education and services to promote family planning. Information, education and services to promote family planning. Second, control communicable diseases, epidemics of communicable diseases. Control the epidemics of communicable diseases. Third, increase the health infrastructure. Increase the health infrastructure. And fourth, ensure universal health coverage. ठीक है? These are some of the points given under SDGs. Ensure universal health coverage. ठीक है? चलिए, this is a note. Seeing some of the notes that are made. So there were some strategies that I followed for note making. I'll just share them with you. It may benefit you in the long run. देखिए, जब भी आप notes बनाएं, try to keep them. Whenever you make a note, try to have a 1/3 margin left, which you can, whenever you write the notes here, you can write the revision notes here. So while we are discussing the health suggestions, वो सब तो आप जो आपने यहाँ पे 2 sentences में लिखा है, you should write them within 2 points here, मतलब उतने में आ जाना चाहिए. And then you can just revise these points to revise your notes. It will be very fast whenever you are giving the examination or whenever you are preparing for it. So any of the mock examinations or tests जैसे रहते हैं, you can very quickly revise your text. So whenever you form notes, write the material here and write 1/3 of your work here as revision. Leave the 1/3 space. Later when you go back to these notes, the part that you revise, write them here. Okay? And this is actually a subtraction from the Feynman technique. There was a great scientist, if you know Feynman. इंजीनियरिंग वालों को शायद पता हो. तो Feynman टेक्निक क्या थी? He used to leave 1 inch, मतलब 1/3 पेज तो यहाँ छोड़ देते. He used to leave a 1 inch space here to summarize what is being taught here. So if you have talked about the problem or the structure of healthcare system, he will write the structure of healthcare system here. If you have proposed suggestions by Lancet or suggestions to healthcare system, that is written here. That is an indexing of the text. ठीक है? So if you are ever, for his work was to actually, whenever he used to derive formulas, he would write the derivation here. He would write the principles, only the principles here, not the derivation, and he would write the formula here. ठीक है? To identify कि what is there. So if that is good to you, do this or do this, whatever fits you well. And whenever you write a question, there are several questions that will be given in the class. जब भी आपको class में questions दिए जाएं, try to keep some A4 sheets and keep 1 inch margin on each sides. Keep this 1 inch margin here, as is the UPSC paper as well. जब आपका original UPSC paper में होता है, this space is pretty wide, but there is 1 inch margin on both sides. Write your question within this margin, मतलब on the top one, and write your answers only here. Okay? And try to get them peer reviewed. Peer reviewed मतलब आपस में उन्हें एक दूसरे का review करने की कोशिश कीजिए करें. उससे क्या होता है? There is increased learning and there is better understanding of what an examiner will demand. Okay? So try to adopt some of these techniques, may help you. It's up to you. Okay? चलिए, we'll come to the next part. हमने SDGs बात कर ली, तो हम आते हैं government initiatives पे. Tell me, what are the government initiatives? कुछ government initiatives लिख लीजिए. We'll talk only about a couple of government initiatives. ठीक है, there can be others. तो जन औषधि योजना भी है. कई स्वास्थ्य राजीव काफी सारे स्वास्थ्य बीमा योजनाएं हैं. स्वस्थ भारत योजना है, तो उसे 1-2 को लिख लीजिए. स्वास्थ्य सुरक्षा योजना. स्वास्थ्य सुरक्षा योजना. स्वास्थ्य सुरक्षा योजना. जन औषधि स्कीम. जन औषधि स्कीम. जन औषधि समझ में आ गया? जन औषधि scheme. Under the Jan Aushadhi scheme, you have cheap generic drugs available to you at very affordable prices. ठीक है? In most of the urban centers, at least right now. So the aim of the scheme is to give generic medicines at very affordable, cheap prices to the population that demands it. ठीक है? Wider ambit पे करने की कोशिश है. ये है जन औषधि स्कीम. इसके बाद जीवन ज्योति योजना, प्रधानमंत्री जीवन ज्योति योजना, देन प्रधानमंत्री सुरक्षित बीमा योजना, प्रधानमंत्री जीवन ज्योति योजना एंड प्रधानमंत्री सुरक्षित बीमा योजना. Then the one that was most famous was राष्ट्रीय स्वास्थ्य बीमा योजना. ठीक है? तो ये है RSBY, राष्ट्रीय स्वास्थ्य बीमा योजना. ठीक है? गुड इनफ. दिस हैज बीन सबस्यूम्ड नाउ. इसको खा लिया है आयुष्मान भारत ने. और व्हाट इज कॉल्ड एज नेशनल हेल्थ प्रोटेक्शन स्कीम. ठीक है? So राष्ट्रीय स्वास्थ्य बीमा योजना is now subsumed under Ayushman Bharat with an improved allocation and improved coverage. ठीक है? राष्ट्रीय स्वास्थ्य बीमा योजना के ऊपर एक क्वेश्चन भी देखेंगे हम. उससे पहले it had covered 36 million people. ठीक है? टारगेट था 59 मिलियन का. आयुष्मान भारत का 500 मिलियन का है. ठीक है? इसके अंदर कवरेज था 30,000 पर ईयर. इसके अंदर कवरेज है कितना है? 5 लाख. ठीक है? कंपैरेटिव छोटी सी स्टडी. सो दिस इज नथिंग बट इसका बहुत बड़ा भाई आयुष मतलब स्वस्थ भारत RSBY का बहुत बड़ा भाई इज आयुष्मान भारत. हाँ 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 अग्रीड. अभी लिख लेंगे, उसे भी लिख लेंगे. चलिए क्वेश्चन लिख लीजिए, नोट कर. नो, you need to know the Ayushman Bharat scheme because that can be questioned. RSBY is an old story now, so it probably would not be. That is for prelims. That is primarily for prelims. Go ahead, check the nuances, but they have been in news for not right now, but in the last 2 years. Earlier, 2015 से चालू हुए थे, 15-16. So they are not, they supposedly would come in the examination, but do check them out. No harm in that. Okay. No, there is 5 lakh insurance coverage. That is 500 people, 500 million people would be covered. That is 50 crore people, and per family it would be 5 lakh insurance coverage per year per family. ठीक है? Important Ayushman Bharat. We will critically analyze the scheme. We will see why RSBY was not that successful and this would be, or this could be. Okay? चलिए एक क्वेश्चन लिख लीजिए. Critically analyze the reasons for failure of RSBY in ensuring inclusive healthcare in India. in ensuring inclusive healthcare in India. ठीक है, चलिए इस पे कुछ नोट्स बना लीजिए जो मैं आपको बता देता हूँ जल्दी जल्दी. ठीक है, तो एक ऑर्गेनाइजेशन है जिसने इसके ऊपर रिसर्च या अंडरस्टैंडिंग की थी, उसको लिख लीजिए. द काउंसिल फॉर सोशल डेवलपमेंट. The Council for Social Development said that despite the provisions under RSBY, the out-of-pocket expenditures were still high. So RSBY में कुछ इश्यूज क्या थे, इसी को बाकी को मैं जल्दी जल्दी बोल देता हूँ, आप अपने आप से नोट्स बना लीजिए बोलते के साथ साथ. तो RSBY के अंदर the issue was that there was a high out of pocket expenditure. Okay, why was this so? Because the coverage of the scheme was targeted as 59 million but was only able to reach 36 million. So there was poor targeting of coverage. So first point is poor targeting of coverage. Well, one of the second point would be poor targeting of coverage. Why does poor targeting happen? I think there is sense of corruption in the system. ठीक है, lack of accountability. Actually corruption directly ऐसे नहीं लिखा है, right? The lack of accountability within the provisions of this scheme. Then there has been a very high focus on secondary and tertiary care. Okay, the issue with secondary and tertiary care is, and this will recur, there will be high cases of secondary and tertiary care if the primary health care is not good. So if the primary health care is improved, that will decrease the burden on secondary and tertiary health care. ठीक है, and so this is one of the point that it had major focus on secondary and tertiary health care rather than promotive or preventive health care. Okay, getting it? लिख लीजिए, मुझे मत देखिए, जल्दी जल्दी लिखते जाइए. ठीक है, चलिए लास्ट पॉइंट है, it was heavily incentivizing the inpatient admission, inpatient treatments. Incentivizing inpatient treatments. Inpatient और outpatient में मतलब फर्क पता है? OPD सुने? That is outpatient department. Inpatient, what is inpatient? Admits and everything. ठीक है, so a lot of times whenever there, even when there was no need for admitting the patient, it had happened. ठीक है, so it was incentivizing inpatient admissions, which इससे issue क्या था? What was the issue with inpatient admissions? We have lack of resources, we have limited resources. So when you incentivize inpatient admissions to avail the insurance benefit, people get admitted, and we also see that there is absence of beds, number of beds per our population. ठीक है, there is absence of medical professionals for our population or lack of medical professionals. These two issues get aggravated at that moment. सर बात मत कीजिए, क्या हुआ? नहीं कोई बात नहीं, आई अंडरस्टैंड योर पॉइंट. वो जब यहाँ से बोला जाए तो प्लीज उस टाइम पे मत बोले, बीच में बोल लीजिए, कोई इशू नहीं है मुझे. ठीक है, तो हाँ, देयर वाज नेक्स्ट पॉइंट लिख लीजिए, देयर वाज एक्सक्लूजन ऑफ मार्जिनलाइज्ड. Exclusion of marginalized sections. There were heavy exclusion errors. We understand like inclusion and exclusion errors. ठीक है, तो there was heavy exclusion errors. ठीक है, अब RSBY को कुछ चीजें बेटर की जाएंगी आयुष्मान भारत पे. ठीक है, वो हम देखेंगे. आयुष्मान भारत स्टार्ट करने से पहले, बिफोर स्टार्टिंग आयुष्मान भारत, लेट अस स्टार्ट विद नेशनल हेल्थ पॉलिसी 2017. ठीक है, राइट डाउन नेशनल हेल्थ पॉलिसी 2017. Write down its main points. It aims to shift focus from sick care sick बीमार to wellness care. It aims to shift the focus from sick care to wellness care. Okay, next, to increase the expenditure to 2.5% of GDP. ठीक है, next, third, special emphasis on primary care, fourth, acha, within the primary care we will be allotting 2/3 of the resources. That's also within the policy. ठीक है, you can add the point here or you can write it later. Next, strengthen healthcare system by ensuring availability, accessibility, affordability and quality. 3 A's and a Q. Okay, ये सिनोनिम यहीं से उठाया गया था. ठीक है, चलिए नेक्स्ट, reduce the mortality by non-communicable diseases. Reduce the mortality by non-communicable diseases. Okay, next, promote the use of drugs and devices made in India. ठीक है, that is make in India को promote भी करना है हाथों हाथ. Then highlight the importance of Ayush as an alternative care. Next, promoting better medical education. अच्छा, when you are done with this point, आयुष के साथ ये भी लिख दीजिएगा, it talks about, it proposes introducing, साथ में मत लिखिए, अलग पॉइंट है ये, साथ में पॉइंट लिख दीजिएगा एरो करके जैसा भी लगेगा. ठीक है, it proposes introducing yoga in schools and offices for preventive care. ठीक है, preventive and promotive care. ठीक है, नेक्स्ट पॉइंट पे जाए. चलिए, preventive and promotive care. Write the targets that are set under this. The targets under our national health policy. If you need to remember any facts, remember just your SDG targets and your national health policy targets. That is it. ठीक है, apart from this, BRICS में क्या कहा गया है, Lancet में क्या कहा गया है, any other report that there is, not so important. ठीक है, write down. First, to increase the life expectancy from 67.5 years to 70 years. 65 67.5 years to 70 years by 2025. Second, decrease the IMR to 28 by decrease the IMR to 28 by 2019. Say again. No. It's number of IMRs. The very definition of IMR is not inclusive of percentages. Third, decrease the under 5 child mortality rate to 23 by 2025. Decrease the under 5 child mortality by 23 by 2025. ठीक है? Next, achieve the global HIV target. Achieve the global HIV target of 90 is to 90. देखा है किसने? तो we have seen this 90. Do we know about this? चलिए मैं बता देता हूँ जिनको नहीं पता. For those of you who don't know, this is the global HIV target set under global norms. What we need to do is first screening of at least 90% of our population to know their status. So first is knowing the HIV status, and that includes screening. ठीक है? So this is know the status. Those who have been diagnosed, 90%. अच्छा, those out of which who have been diagnosed, 90% of them should undergo the anti-retroviral therapy. 90% should do anti-retroviral therapy. 90% of diagnosed, okay? And those who have been going to anti-retroviral therapy, 90% of them should have got viral suppression. Okay? Yeah, this is under WHO. Achha. The people who are going under antiretroviral therapy, 90% of them should get the viral suppression. Do you know viral suppression? Simple, eh? For example, if you have HIV or if you have hepatitis B, you have a viral load in your body. Okay? The body constitutes of a lot of viral load. Viral load matlab number of those viral cells within your body. Viral suppression means you suppress the activity of these viruses. That is it. Okay? Whenever you go antiretroviral therapy, the medicines result in viral suppression. So their target is to achieve 90% viral suppression. अगर एक मेडिसिन नहीं वर्क करी तो दूसरी करवानी है, वैसा टाइप्स. ठीक है? This is global HIV target. चलिए. Last, decrease the HIV. See, this is usually a secondary and a tertiary matter. Primary में there are very small things that are available, and because HIV is not a treatable disease and there are no immunization against it, so it does not constitute primary. ठीक है? There can be HIV testing camps within the primary setups. There can be, but it does not constitute primary healthcare. Decrease the premature mortality rate. Premature mortality from non-communicable diseases. Premature mortality from non-communicable diseases by 25% by 2025. ठीक है? Decrease the premature mortality due to non-communicable diseases by 25% by 2025. ठीक है? चलिए, non-communicable diseases पता है हमें क्या क्या होती हैं? there are 4 categories of non-communicable diseases. ठीक है, check them out. Take it as a homework. इसे check कर लीजिए. 4 categories of NCDs क्या हैं? ठीक है, there is cancer, there are cardiovascular diseases, there are respiratory diseases. इस तरीके से चौथा भी एक है. अब वो आपका होमवर्क बन जाता है. ठीक है, इसके अंदर क्या आते हैं वो भी चेक करके आइएगा. चलिए नेक्स्ट. This policy has only, अच्छा this was the target. This policy has only one criticism. You can write the criticism. No, it doesn't involve mental health. It does. Actually, the national health policy you are talking about, no? I'm not too sure. I will have to check. Okay. There is only one criticism that I am aware of. That the draft national policy, the draft national health policy, had the provision for making health as fundamental right. The draft national health policy had the provision of making health a fundamental right. This has been removed in this policy. ठीक है, इस पॉलिसी में, so in the draft policy it was a right based approach. Rights based approach. In this policy it is a assurance based approach. समझ में आया पॉइंट? In the draft policy, the right to health care was a fundamental right. So draft policy for the first time talked about making right to health care as a fundamental right. ठीक है? But in the real policy that came out after amendments and changes, the right to health care was made an assurance based right. मतलब the government assures that you will get the right to health care. ठीक है? It will not be legally binding in that case. ठीक है, whenever something is legally binding, then you can claim compensation against it. We are stopping short of making health a fundamental right. Yeah. No. Yeah. So draft national health policy constituted a fundamental right of health. This removed it and made it a assurance based right. ठीक है, चलिए इसी के साथ साथ आयुष के कुछ मेन challenges लिख लीजिए. We have highlighted आयुष within the policy. What are the challenges related to आयुष? So challenges related to आयुष. Lack of human resources. First, lack of human resources. Underutilization of existing infrastructure. Underutilization of existing infrastructure. And third, scientific validation of Ayush has not progressed. क्लियर हो रहा है? थर्ड पॉइंट क्लियर है? बता देते हैं. फर्स्ट और सेकंड क्लियर है? ठीक है, थर्ड पॉइंट में है, देखिए साइंटिफिक वैलिडेशन. व्हेनेवर यू टॉक अबाउट आयुष, फॉर एग्जांपल देयर इज अ डिजीज और समथिंग और इलनेस that somebody is going through, what is our attitude towards Ayush? We seemingly have a very unscientific notation of it, right? कि यार not so trustworthy, है ना? जब वो कोई वाइट गोलियां खाते हैं बड़े लोग तो हमें लगता है रियल दवाइयां ले लो, ये सब नहीं है, ये वर्थ इट नहीं होता. That is the societal attitude towards Ayush as well. That we say कि this is though an alternative mode of healthcare, but it is not trusted upon. So allopathy is what is the usual trusted medicines. ठीक है? So while we have scientific progression or scientific validation of allopathy, we do not have it for homeopathy, Unani, Siddha or One more is there? Yeah, obviously Ayurveda. There is one more there. We have included Siddha. सोवा रिक्पा पता है किसी को? सोवा रिक्पा, सोवा रिगपा जो आयुष की मतलब होता, आयुष का मिनिस्ट्री जो है वो फॉर्म ऑफ मेडिसिन के अंदर योगा को नहीं इंक्लूड करता, ठीक है? योगा इज नॉट अ फॉर्म ऑफ मेडिसिन, इट्स अ वे ऑफ लाइफ. सो व्हेनेवर यू से आयुष, AYUSH, you have Ayurveda, Unani, Siddha, homeopathy and the Tibetan medical practice which is Sova Rigpa. This is Tibetan traditional medical practices. ठीक है? तो क्योंकि इसका नाम इतना अच्छा था तो ऐड नहीं कर पाए थे नाम में, बट इंक्लूडेड है, ठीक है? इट्स अ पार्ट ऑफ आयुष. ओके? क्या हुआ? सब ठीक तो है? बड़े परेशान लग रहे थे. चलिए, आयुष्मान भारत पे आ जाते हैं. आयुष्मान भारत क्या है? नेशनल हेल्थ प्रोटेक्शन स्कीम है. चलिए, अंडर द आयुष्मान भारत 10 crore families from poor and vulnerable backgrounds. So 10 crore poor and vulnerable families would be given a 5 lakh premium coverage, insurance coverage per year per family. इनको वर्ड्स में इतना लिखने की जरूरत नहीं है, मतलब just note the fact and remember. या बाद में ऐड कर दीजिए. So 10 crore families from poor and vulnerable backgrounds, or 10 crore poor and vulnerable families, ठीक है, will get 5 lakh insurance coverage per year per family. Okay? चलिए, what is this 5 lakh premium for? This 5 lakh is for secondary and tertiary treatment, okay, not for primary treatment. अच्छा, there are two parts to the Ayushman Bharat scheme or National Health Protection Scheme. There are two parts. On the one part, I'll remove these, okay. दो पार्ट है. फर्स्ट, वी विल बी कन्वर्टिंग द हेल्थ सेंटर्स टू हेल्थ एंड वेलनेस सेंटर्स. दैट इज योर फर्स्ट पार्ट. हेल्थ एंड वेलनेस सेंटर्स, प्रमोटिंग दिस. एंड द सेकंड इज योर नेशनल हेल्थ प्रोटेक्शन स्कीम और आयुष्मान भारत, विच इज एन इंश्योरेंस कवर. ठीक है? दीज आर टू पार्ट्स टू इट. ओके? नाउ अंडर द आयुष्मान भारत वी हैव दिस प्रोविजंस. This 5 lakh is for secondary and tertiary care, okay. मतलब ये जो हमारी नेशनल हेल्थ प्रोटेक्शन स्कीम है उसके दो पार्ट हैं. पहला, टू कन्वर्ट दी हेल्थ सेंटर्स टू हेल्थ एंड वेलनेस सेंटर्स, एंड सेकेंड टू यूटिलाइज द हेल्थ इंश्योरेंस सेटअप, टू फॉर्मेट अ हेल्थ इंश्योरेंस सेटअप. ठीक है? एंड दिस विल फॉर्मुलेट अ स्कीम टुवर्ड्स यूनिवर्सल हेल्थ कवरेज. ठीक है? चलिए लिखते जाइए. द बजट इज 2000 crores, okay. The budget provisioning for this scheme is 2000 crores. This scheme subsumes, ये मैं बोलते जाऊं आप लिखते जाएंगे जल्दी जल्दी या डिक्टेट करना होगा? Very good. This scheme subsumes RSBY, that is राष्ट्रीय स्वास्थ्य बीमा योजना, and senior citizens health insurance scheme. ठीक है? It will subsume both of these. Then This is portable across the country. Under the Ayushman Bharat, the card or validity that you will get for insurance is portable across the country. So you can get a treatment in Odisha, you can get a treatment in Delhi, and it will be paid through this. Okay. Next, the health centers will be converted to health and wellness centers. Okay. Next, आराम से. Sorry. This scheme also falters on one part, which the RSBOI also faltered, that it only provides a inpatient health care or inpatient insurance. Inpatient health insurance. In और outpatient देखा था हमने, है ना? तो it also only assures or is also only ensures inpatient health care. ठीक है? Next लिखिए. What are sorry लिख लो आराम से. कुछ रिपीट करना है? अच्छा. Any questions? Okay. The question being asked is, what is outpatient services? What are inpatient services? Inpatient or out. First we explain the inpatient. The rest is first we explain the outpatient. The rest is inpatient. Outpatient वो services हैं. For example, whenever you go for a tetanus shot, whenever you go for a cough and cold consultation, या आप किसी भी नॉर्मल चीज के लिए जिसके लिए आपको एडमिट ना होना पड़े. So does no hospital cover primary services? Within a hospital, you usually have primary, secondary and tertiary, all of them. अगर आप दिल्ली में किसी हॉस्पिटल में गए, would they not give you a rabies injection if you need? No, definitely not. Well, the medicine that you get from the counter or from any medical shop, they will not be covered. The rabies injection that you may get, that will also not be covered. In cases of accidental, for example, there is health insurance. If somebody goes for an accident, road accident हो गया, surgery करानी पड़ी, operation कराना पड़ा, for any of these cases, this is an inpatient service. ठीक है? For this, people are usually admitted to the hospitals, availing the services of the restroom and everything. ठीक है? Outpatient services are usually जिसके लिए केवल आप consult करने जाते हो. The things that you go for consultations. If you get a rabies injection, that would be you go get the rabies injection, come out, done, right? These are outpatient services. ठीक है? इसीलिए OPDs में whenever you go, you would understand what are OPDs, right? OPDs गए हो गया आप लोग? You understand कई बार fever हो गया तो OPD में बेड पे लेटाया, शाम को निकाल दिया, हो गया, मतलब, है ना? तो these are outpatient services. Next. How much? I think it's, I am not aware about the premium right now. I will have to check if there is any. Okay. There are actually no limits, but we assume that there is an average 5 people family, so we say 50 crore people, but there are no limits as such. चलिए. Challenges क्या हैं? कुछ specific challenges देखेंगे. We have talked about inpatient services, specificity here. That is a challenge, or that is a lacuna in the act scheme. Sorry. Next. Now, health insurance through private care is not yet right. Huh? Challenges to the scheme. Ayushman Bharat. The name is Ayushman Bharat Insurance Scheme. Okay. चलिए. So far, no country has ever been able to give health insurance through private care. This is the first time such an action has been happening. So this is a big challenge for any country to attain any kind of health insurance through private care, because certain states, okay, maybe, but the certain state models are good for this part. I'll elaborate on this, what I'm trying to say. What happens is, what are the principles of private health care? What is principle of any private organization? Profiting. And public organization? Service delivery. So, whenever you're talking about health insurance, That's a safety cover or a security net that you are providing to any individual or any citizen of your country. So whenever you provide a safety net, and behind that safety net, if the provision is of profit, that safety net would be too wide to catch you. These are usually the problems with private healthcare, that there are many possibilities of rejection of claims, which will happen because profit margin is important for them. तो ये challenges में आ जाएगा, ठीक है? Next लिख लीजिए. There is a lack of emphasis on preventive care. There is a lack of emphasis on preventive care. ठीक है? Apart from this, there are several challenges already within the health sector. While we are providing health services to the most poor and vulnerable sections, there is absence of accessibility to these vulnerable sections, right? Availability of medicines and healthcare services to these vulnerable sections. ठीक है? समझ में आ रहा है? Affordability is being taken care of, but accessibility, availability or quality is not being taken care of. ठीक है? This is a big challenge. So you can actually write the absence of availability or accessibility or quality. मतलब make these one or two whatever points. ठीक है? And then we have already seen what are the problems with healthcare sector overall. Does this scheme solve any of these problems apart from affordability? Say again. There is absence of availability, accessibility and quality. Acha, how? See, what does insurance do? Insurance provides you affordability. ठीक है? अभी भी health infrastructure तो better नहीं हुआ. So there are no provisions or no improvements in health infrastructure so far. Similarly, the infrastructure to reach these hospitals or wellness centers has not improved yet. These are the challenges for any family to avail health insurance. Now, while this act talks about providing such facilities to the poor and vulnerable families, their accessibility and availability of these health services is already blocked. At the same time, the accessibility and availability to those institutions that there are either usually primary healthcare or with lower quality. ठीक है? This makes a point. Apart from that, there are several challenges that we saw with the Lancet report. They still remain. ठीक है? Yeah. Say again. How are these identified? Through the SECC data. It has not been made public, but it has come. It is with the government. चलिए. Next, we'll start with the legislative bill. We are done with Ayushman Bharat. ठीक है? We are done with health insurance sector right now. Now we will do one of the legislative acts or legislative bills that are recently in news. ठीक है? देखिए, health में you need to know what are the situations in or issues in primary, secondary and tertiary healthcare. The status of healthcare in India we have talked about. The issues that we have talked about today are the usual static portions that are there. The variable one that keep in news are the one first is the health insurance, the second is National Medical Commission Bill. ठीक है? So we'll talk about National Medical Commission Bill, and one of the associated areas to health is genetic discrimination. We'll talk about that and we'll end the class. ठीक है? 5 बज गए हैं. इशू नहीं है. 10 से 15 मिनट की चीज है. इसे कंप्लीट कर लेते हैं. हेल्थ कंप्लीट हो जाएगा. ठीक है? चलिए. नेशनल मेडिकल कमीशन बिल. नेशनल मेडिकल कमीशन ऑफ इंडिया बिल. ठीक है? इसके प्रोविजंस लिख लीजिए डायरेक्टली. अच्छा, whenever we discuss any bill, whenever you discuss any legislative act, bill or scheme, talk about what are the provisions in this act. ठीक है? What are the lacunas and what are its suggestions. This is our usual format. Okay. Similarly, when we talk about a scheme, what are the provisions of the scheme? What are the challenges within the scheme? So apart from the lacunas, you have challenges, and what are the suggestions to go forward? ठीक है? चलिए. Write the provisions of this act, the bill. First, because the name is National Medical Commission of India bill, so it will establish a National Medical Commission of India. +1. Next, ठीक है? It will regulate medical education. It will regulate medical education and practice. ठीक है? It will have a member council with 25 members. It will have member council with 25 members, out of which 2/3 are medical practitioners. ठीक है? Two-thirds are medical practitioners. That's just information, not necessary for this. Now there would be 4 autonomous boards. ठीक है? 4 autonomous boards हैं इनके. So one is undergrad education, undergraduate education, medical. Then there is postgraduate education. ठीक है? Then there is assessment and reporting. Third one, and then there is ethical conduct. Should I write them down here? Undergrad education, postgrad education, assessment and reporting, and ethical conduct. These are 4 autonomous boards within the member council. ठीक है? नेक्स्ट पे आए, लिख लीजिए जल्दी जल्दी. There would be a national licentiate examination. National licentiate examination for practice.
Those who complete their MBBS from outside India, for that it is not
Yeah.
for the
I am not. अच्छा, national licentiate practice करने के लिए medical profession in India. हाँ, उन्हें देना पड़ जाता है. मैंने इतनी डिटेल में नहीं पढ़ा सच में. आई विल चेक दैट एंड कम बैक. ठीक है? MBBS वालों का आई विल चेक दैट एंड कम बैक. ओके विद दिस. ही वाज आस्किंग दैट क्या ये सारे प्रैक्टिशनर्स के लिए होगा, एंड द अदर क्वेश्चन वाज क्या ये is it only for the people who are practicing outside India and need to practice in India? जो actually next था, the national exit test has been scrapped. So अरे उसे हटा दिया गया है नेक्स्ट को. ठीक है? तो वो मुझे रीचेक करना पड़ेगा. rather than वो बताने की जगह कोई सेंस नहीं बनता, तो I'll recheck and get back here. ठीक है? Next is there would be state and national medical councils for complaint against doctors. Doctors. So it will first be the state council. Then if you have a issue, then there would be an appellate is the national council. Now one of the lacunas or one of the shortcomings of this bill is that above the national council is the central government. ठीक है? स्ट्रक्चर बता देता हूँ, बाद में लैक्यूना जब अभी डिस्कस करेंगे तो उनको इसको लिख लेना. फर्स्ट इज स्टेट मेडिकल काउंसिल. If you have a problem with a doctor, you go to the state medical council. If the doctor is aggrieved and does not agree with this, then he goes to the national medical council. But if the issue is not even resolved here, then the appellate authority is central government. the issue with such a provision is that it is not an executive judicial, it is not a judicial body at the appellate position. It is a executive body at an appellate position on judicial matters. ठीक है? This is one of the shortcomings of this bill. चलिए. Then there is penalty for non-compliance and legal provisions. ये तो है ही है, हर जगह होता है. Penalties and legal provisions for non-compliance. ठीक है? Then the last part of this are the key issues and challenges. ठीक है? Last part of this bill. Next headline है key issues and challenges. First, 2/3 member are medical practitioners. Now this bill is going to replace the MCI, the Medical Council of India. है ना? We are converting it into a commission. MCI was already constituted of a lot of medical practitioners. While we should not have so many medical practitioners again, we have kept them. This commission is 2/3 of medical practitioners. So it is one of the issues. Because, see, earlier issue was that the medical practitioners were never giving way for punishment or giving way to any concern by a patient against a doctor. Stonewalling कहते हैं ना. मतलब if I have a problem, if somebody has a problem with my brother, then I'll be like, कोई problem नहीं है, because I am the one who's regulating it. So if I have more number of people who are from different backgrounds assessing the same issue, then it would be better. This is actually a part of natural justice. ठीक है? Do you guys know about natural justice? कोई बात नहीं, पढ़ लीजिएगा. चलिए. Second, one of the provisions of this bill, which I forgot to mention, is that the commission holds a right to fix the fee for 50% of the seats. ठीक है? So, for 50% of seats, there is fee capping. The commission will fix the fee. ठीक है? Even in private institutions, specifically for private institutions. ठीक है? Now this is an issue. When we talk about key issues and challenges, this is an issue. Why? Because there is a debate on both sides. First side is that when you have kept only for 50%, the major part is that a lot of people who want to avail medical education find it too much expensive to avail them. So it's an issue there. The other part says that if you keep it to this large amount, then it would be disincentivizing for the private institutions to enter the Indian arena. ठीक है? So this is a debatable topic within this scope of this bill. Next, the appellate authority हमने बात कर ली है. Now, next is there is no periodical renewal necessary for the doctors. Okay? No periodical review necessary. What happens is that in USA or other Northern American centers or other countries, you have regular periodic review to maintain and keep like updated doctor, right? So if you have regular reviews, the doctors are updated with the latest technology, latest problems within their arena, which they are being tested on. अगर regular renewal होता तो ये हो जाता है. In the absence of regular renewal, this is an issue because it has no incentive for the doctors to be updated with these issues, and this is specifically problematic for the tertiary care. ठीक है? So if there are cutting edge technologies that are being researched and improved or performed in the cancer arena, for example, a lot of doctors have no idea about it. ठीक है? Even while the technology is just 5 to 7 years old, it's 5 to 7 years is a good amount of time to learn about something, right? Doctors को नहीं पता होता कई बार. Next, there is a concern about one of the provisions, again write it from this key issue itself, that there are bridge courses for Ayush practitioners. ठीक है? And this is also the concern as well. There are bridge courses. Bridge courses समझते हैं आप? bridge courses to bridge the learning gap between the two different sets of practitioners. So this is an issue, the bridge courses for the Ayush practitioners. What? These are both, matlab, there are bridge courses suggested, yeah, and that is also an issue. नहीं समझ में आया? There is a provision within the bill that Ayush, there would be bridge courses for Ayush practitioners, and that has become an issue. Why? Because Ayush practitioners have, guys, शांति शांति शांति, खत्म हो रही है बस क्लास. Ayush practitioners are specialized in different arena. This is a different arena. If you have bridge courses, it will indirectly dilute the services. It may indirectly dilute the medical services. That way. ठीक है. Last of today is genetic discrimination. 10 सेकंड का टॉपिक. बेसिकली क्या होता है, इन मेडिकल फील्ड a lot of people are, बस सुन लीजिए, कोई इतना इंपॉर्टेंट नहीं है, रीड कर लीजिएगा एक बार गूगल विकी करके. In the medical field, some of the people are actually discriminated because of the genetic makeup of their lives. Genetic makeup means the kind of composition that their DNA, the characteristic that the DNA shows. ठीक है, which inhibits. यहाँ तक समझ में आया पॉइंट? ठीक है. So for example, I take someone's DNA test and I am like, यार ये बंदे का DNA का ये वाला जीन आगे जाके लोड देगा. For example, the BRCA1 gene, which leads to the development or leads to the vulnerability towards breast cancer, is an issue. So some of the employer who will have a gene test of a person, if finds out this part, then they have lesser, they have disincentive actually to have the person be an employee. This is genetic discrimination. ठीक है, कि उसके genetic makeup के ऊपर आप उसे discriminate कर रहे हो. ठीक है. So gene tests are something that are disincentivized by this manner, and this inhibits the progress of technology in this arena. That's it. चलिए. Thank you everyone. Been a good class. Next time जब भी हुआ तब मिलते हैं.